Right, so I'm back at that job that I came to yesterday. I've got a new lock for them. I just bring in there and they said, cool, what is that? A pigeon. And they said they're like 2 more keys. So, excuse the mess. Been a busy day. Right. So, let's get the lock out. Get 2 keys in there. So it comes with 2. Yep, different keys. I want another 2. So this is the machine I'll be using. Is the Lancer, Silker Lancer. Couple of key lengths. Problem with doing it on this one is it doesn't hold. It's hard to get the keys in here because it's too big for the machine. So it's not very good at cutting these keys. Oh, anyone recognise that key? What does that one come off of? See if you can tell me what it is in the comments. I'll let you know if you're right. Okay, back to this one. So 2 extra keys in the top drawer. In the bottom. There we go. Do those, and then round it up after. So this machine, when it came out, the idea of it was to round the keys off for you. So effectively all you need to do is clean the sides off. So effectively, once you've done this with the Lancer, you could undo that, and you could around the key up. So right, how does it come off? Not bad, not bad. Right, again, put the clamp on because it keeps it horizontal. I'm just going to lock this off at that point again, so I can start from the shoulder. The reason why I cut this way is because as I'm cutting, it's pushing the key blank into the jaw in case it does come loose, and at least it's pushing towards the clamp. Whereas if I was cutting that way, it could stand a chance of going out. But either way, it shouldn't come out because they're cutting along and the clamp should be tight enough to hold it. So now I'll loosen this off and a bit more. There we go. There we go. I'm just going to put that back to where it is. That's it. So effectively, by using the Lancer, which is not a bad cut, I should be able to just get the burrs off. But it won't. I still feel burrs on there. Right, here we go. Right. Works a treat. Lovely cut keys. Very smooth. Okay, when you finish off a key, normally you'd go down the sides to take any burrs off, hand over, and sometimes the weld. These welds are pretty neat actually, quite tidy. Some key blanks you get really bad welds, so it's a bit stiff to get the key in, but the welds on this one are pretty nice. There's not so much of a necessity. I'm just going to make sure there's no catchiness on there. Put the back up there. And job done. Get one of my amazing key rings, and the key rings did fall on the floor, so I think there's a bag of key rings on the floor there. Look, there's one there. So I shall put the copy keys onto a key ring to give to the customer. Right. So now they have 4 keys as requested. Put it in the bag. Then they've got a silver one in there on the rebate kit, so I'm going to this. I'm just going to take this and I'll take this flap. And my cordless driver. Hopefully, come on. Hopefully that's all I'm going to need. So let's go and check it out. Lovely place. Oh, that tree. That's it, lovely. This I thought was brass. Two, 3, 4. Okay. Another case of tunes. Oh. The mate called me up. I'll call him back in a minute. I'll put it there. Oh yeah, just to show you. Put my finger on the bolt. See, and it stays. Doesn't jump back. I will actually fit it with a bolt out just to make it easy on the faceplate. There we go. I'm using the old face plate because the one I had was in satin chrome. No fixing there. Try that one again. That's better. So, how do you guys, when you put screws in, do you try and keep them all lined up with each other, whichever direction they're in, keep them all facing the same way? Upright. Upright. Then let's try the cut keys. Perfect. Right. Lovely. Cheers. Thanks for watching.